CBS made a mistake and aired the CCOT 60 Minutes episode in Canada, and you can now watch a recording, and I think you should. I really want to remind everyone that Auschwitz was not in Germany, it was in Poland. And what the Germans were able to do was take away Jewish citizenship and then claim for national security reasons they were getting of criminal, illegal, undocumented people. And they started this in September 15th of 1935 with the Nuremberg Laws. The first was called the Reich Citizenship Law, where they stripped Jews of citizenship, and anyone whose grandparents were Jewish now was no longer a German citizenship. They took your heritage bloodline, had to start from your grandparents. So in order to be a true Aryan, your grandparents had to be white and German. Just like we've had conversations from J.D. Vance talking about how far your white bloodline goes back to in the U.S. says how much of a patriot American you are. Then they instituted what was called the Law for the Protection of German Honor and German Blood, which was borrowed from Jim Crow and segregationist laws, which said that any interracial relationship with a Jewish person was now illegal. And then they banned those relationships. You could not have a romantic relationship that was interracial with a Jewish person. And if you were married, your marriage was now criminal, even though it was legal when you got married. They then instituted from 1935 to 1938 what were called the incrementing decrees, where they strategically took away more and more rights and access to be able to arrest Jewish people that they would call dogs, that they would say, they're taking our jobs, they're taking our money, they're the reason for the bad economy, they're the criminals. They weren't criminals, they were Jewish people living in Germany, living their lives. And we've seen this happen now, because what did the Trump administration say on their campaign? Well, we're going to arrest criminals. We're going to go after the worst of the worst. Now they're arresting restaurant owners, people who work. They're arresting people from their immigration hearings. But what's more concerning is that, yes, they've started there, and they've now talked about stripping people of their green cards, stripping people of their visas, people who did it the right way. They are talking about taking away citizenship from naturalized citizens and from people who have gone through the citizenship process. We have seen this before. Fascist administrations can make the violation of human rights legal. They can make it palatable. The Nazis did it. They were a Christian group who were able to murder over 6 million people. The men that were sent to CCOT, over 75% of them did not have criminal records. One of them had a tattoo of his favorite football team, the logo. Oh, gang affiliation. Sent him. One guy had a tattoo commemorating his autistic brother. Oh, gang affiliation. They were sent because they weren't white. One of them was a hairdresser. Sent to a prison where they would be beaten and sexually assaulted and denied food and denied sanitation and tortured. Some of them had protective orders to be here in the United States. Some of them had the immigration process started. Don't look away. Because it happened once, it can happen again.